Hi, everyone. Welcome back to week 3 of the Traveler's Code. It is so good to be back with you all. By now, many of you have finished the audio recording, and I hope many of you have started practicing strengthening, awakening, and developing your traveler self, which is that adult part of your human centered mind or core self. It is so critically important at this part. If you are confused, or if you feel stuck or feel resistant, please reach out to our private Facebook community. I promise we're all in this together, and there's somebody waiting to provide you support or answer you questions. I also facilitate that group, and I will do my best to answer questions or participate in the conversation. So for week 2, we talked about that a really important part of this work is the adult part of the mind, or the traveler self, must contain a very specific mindset and temperament to do the reparenting or the inner dialogue process. For many of you that have been disconnected from your higher self for so long, your adult self does not contain the right spiritual wisdom or universal keys of knowledge or ancient internal wisdom to really successfully do this work, which is why you're taking this course. When I was traveling, I began to really record my traveler mindset, and I noticed there was a few really important universal truths that kept coming up for me every single day when I was alone on the road. What I've done for week 3 is combine some of these really important life lessons. And what I want you to do is really begin to study these life lessons or these universal truths, spiritual keys of knowledge, whatever you want to call it. They're just labels. But what I need you to do is really start to adopt that mindset. As you're awakening and you're developing your traveler self, really stay present and mindful that you're integrating these key life lessons into everyday life. A few of them that we're going to be talking about in week 3 is not making a problem on anything. And that means really understanding that life is about change. Nothing is permanent. What if you were just completely okay with every new change that happened into your life, and you were able to very quickly adjust the way that you see things in a more positive way and look at things as an opportunity? Another thing we're going to be talking about is something I call the deathbed perspective. That means you really want to live your life with a sense of almost urgency. It is so important that you do this work now. You don't want to put it off 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 10 years. You can start to live your life now with more truth, more freedom, more joy, and more honesty. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is letting go. Another name for that is really non-attachment. One of the most important traveler mindsets is not attaching to any core belief or thought. I really want you to start to question everything. Start to think about all of your beliefs, all of your thoughts, and I want you to take 100% emotional responsibility for the way that you feel. You see, when you start to detach from thoughts that no longer serve you, you're going to feel such an incredible amount of freedom. A lot of the beliefs that you've been holding on to that is located inside of that stuck inner child is causing you to be off balance. It's causing suffering, discomfort, and internal disruption. So when you start to detach from those misalignment in your inner core self, and you start to detach from those lies or those misunderstandings, you're going to begin to really experience more freedom, and you're going to feel more expansive. You're going to have more opportunities to deal with challenges and obstacles, and you're going to feel your life really swinging back into balance so you can begin to live your life between your human-centered mind and your higher self. I really hope you enjoy this week, but like I keep saying, you've got to put your whole self into this. It's really important after you listen to the audio recordings that you begin to integrate these life lessons into your daily life. So that means if you have a thought or a belief that you know is no longer serving your life, let it go. If you have people in your life that you feel are not helping you to be your best self, let them go. This is really a time right now to detach from the old and really step into a brand new you. And it's so important also, as I said, to remember when you look back on your life, you really want to think about how you lived your life. And a really important part of that is what your beliefs were and what your thoughts were. And lastly, just don't make a problem out of anything. Of course, if you have to take some kind of immediate action in your life, I understand that. But if there's something minor going on, be really careful not to react. Try to carefully choose your response to any difficult situation that arises. Well, that's it for now. Take a listen to the audio recording. As usual, I am here to help. Let me know if you want to talk about something, challenge me. You can email me, and I'm also always available if you'd like to book a one-on-one video counseling session from wherever you are in the world. You can also jump on the Facebook group and start to interact with other course members. Well, thank you again for being here, and I'll see you next week.